Hello, my name is Daniel Yuck. Thank you for watching my video today. I appreciate your time. In today's video, I want to share with you how I'm going to go about placing down a tattoo stencil on an ear. For this demonstration, I'm going to be using this Reelskin piercing sheet right here, and I'm going to be using this silicone part of this piercing sheet. I will leave links for you in the description below so you can check out what I'm using on your end. Now, with that being said, should you have any questions, I encourage you to drop a comment down below. I'm going to do my absolute best to assist you with the best possible direction. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and ring that bell for me, as I'm going to be bringing more videos like this for you all. I do also have social medias under the same name as my YouTube channel. I have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I would truly appreciate the support over there as well. If you enjoy my content and find my channel helpful, consider checking out my Patreon, as you might find some useful content over there. With that being said, let's go ahead and dive straight on into this. Now, this is a little bit more advanced, as the designs that go within this area of the ear are minimal. There's very little space to work with. We are going to be tattooing this, but in another video, so be sure again to stick around and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can be notified when I release this video. For now, for this demonstration, here is the part of the silicone fake skin that I'm going to be working with, and this is the piercing sheet from Reelskin. And I'm going to be using Greencard stencil applicant to apply the stencil. And for this application, I'm going to be using this little stencil right here that says grateful. Not sure if you can see that. I'll give you a close-up look right now at the application process, and I'm probably just going to be using a Scotch shop wipe as well to remove any excess as needed. This is the entire setup. This is all that I'm going to be using. So with that being said, let's go ahead and switch on over to a different angle. Let's take a close-up look here at the process. So here's a close-up view at the silicone ear that we are going to be working with, and this is the tattoo stencil. It's actually going to go face down this way. It says grateful. I'm going to place that on the ear like so. Again, tattooing will be in another video, but this is a close-up look at the stencil that we're going to be working with. So let's get into the process here step by step. Okay, so where I'm going to begin, step one basically is to apply some Greencard to the area that I'm going to be applying the tattoo. So for this, I'm just going to apply it to the area, and I always like to apply to the surrounding areas just in case, so that way I don't miss any stencil at all. So step one, apply a generous amount of stencil applicant to the entire area where we're going to be placing down the stencil. Make sure that we get all of the crevices and in everywhere, as this is an ear, so it has fold. It's a bit more advanced, as I mentioned earlier, so we got to make sure that we are getting applicant on the entire surface area that we need. If not, then the stencil is not going to transfer. So you can see I'm just kind of working it in there, like so. From here, what I want to do is I want to remove some of the excess applicant here. If I have too much stencil applicant, then it's going to bleed and or blur altogether. If I don't have enough, then the stencil is not going to transfer. I want to make sure that I have a tacky feel. So you can use the Scotch shop wipe, as I showed you all earlier, to kind of dab down and remove any excess that you feel you should, until you get a tacky feel to it. From here, that's step two, remove any excess, and then from here we can begin to place down the stencil. So I'm going to do my best here to kind of line it up and place it down. And I want it to go around the ear right here. Like so. Now you can see that I completely missed this area right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and we're going to try this again. We're going to take it from the top, and then we're just going to come around more this way. So not bad for a first try. We could definitely do a lot better. And then what I'm going to do is put a little bit of alcohol on the Scotch shop wipe, and then I'm just going to wipe away like so. As easy as that. You can do that with Vaseline as well. Not a big deal. And then we're going to take it back from step one. So step one, place down applicant in the entire area. Want to make sure this is completely dry as well. And then we're going to take it back up from the top. Step one is to apply stencil applicant in the entire area. So we missed over here. We're going to be a little bit more thorough on these outer edges right here. And then from here you can use a Scotch shop wipe to remove any excess should you need to do so. Sometimes you may need to, sometimes you may not. I think that's going to be fully up to you. And then from here, I'm going to try this again. I'm going to use the same stencil as I didn't really get too much blurring going on. But this time I'm going to focus more on the lineup. And I think like maybe around here. So this time around I'm focusing a little bit more on the lineup and lining it up as best I can. Ensuring that I get a nice press along the way. You can see it's a little bit more difficult here. The G didn't really transfer. I think I went a little bit too much this way. I feel like this should have been a little bit more right here. But you can see everything else went through pretty well. So we're just going to try and move it up a little bit up here next time. Let's take it from the top again. And I think what's cool about practicing on silicone fake skin is that we get to practice as many times as we can. This is the same Scotch shop wipe with a little bit of alcohol that I put on there. And you can see that I'm now ready to try again. I know this process can be overwhelming and frustrating. However, I do feel like it's a good process to learn and more importantly, be patient with. This isn't really easy. This is an area that's highly curved and it's just really hard to get a nice placement going here, as you see. So for this time around, but back to what I was saying, just kind of be patient with the process and keep practicing and be patient with yourself. Try even reshaping and or redesigning the design that you're trying. But for this, I'm going to stick with this design right here. Even if this part of the G didn't come out over here, I'm completely okay with that. We can kind of always freehand that in there, but I'm going to kind of pay attention to where the G is going to be resting here and go from there. So I think I'm going to have the G resting around here. So I probably should cut off this last area over here so that way I can get a clean placement like so, if that makes sense. So you can see I'm learning the ear and I'm mapping it out. And I'll do this as many times as it takes until I get a nice clean stencil there so that way I can tattoo it. So for this design, I feel like it's necessary to kind of just snip that off like so. So you can see I have the design cut down. I'm going to take it back from the top here and then we're going to place it in like right around there actually. So I'm going to have the G sitting over there and I'll probably start by pressing down the G and then working my way around this area of the ear on this way. That's how I'm going to do it. And I'm going to be real mindful of the amount of stencil applicant. So step one again, I'm just simply applying the applicant to the area. And again, I'm making sure that I'm applying it to the entire tattoo site because the last thing that I would want is to get a nice placement and have one of the letters missing. Like so. All over the surface area that I'm going to be placing the stencil down. I want to make sure that I try to get it tacky equally over the entire area. I did notice some blurring in the G earlier, while everything else over here, everything else on this side was nice and clean. So if I can get it all consistently clean, I want to do that. So you can see what I'm doing now is I'm basically working the applicant into the fake skin, or onto the fake skin rather. And you can hear that it's pretty tacky. That's where I want it. And then from here, I'm going to begin to line up the stencil and place it down. So I'm placing it down as evenly as I can this time. I'm not applying too much pressure as I don't want it to blur. Trying to get through all the crevices there, and you can see that we got a pretty decent placement. So here are the results, and these are the ones that I'm going to work with. I do like the way this placement came out. The T and a little bit right here in this area is a little bit distorted. However, once I use the reference and look at what's here, I will be able to navigate and guide myself along the way with no problems. Another thing that I was really interested in with this placement right here that really inspired me was on the T right here. I can make the top part of the T that crosses go this way into the ear, like right over the first part of grateful. I could do that, we'll see in the video. And with the G2, with this part that comes out, I can bring it out over here if I choose to do so. What I'm saying is there is a lot that I can do with this to bring it over here and to bring this way to add a little bit more interest and quality to this tattoo. So for that, I'm gonna stick with this placement right here, and I do like the way that it's wrapping right here. So that is the results. This is what I'm going to be doing in the next video. So from here, I'm going to use the heat gun as I've mentioned. I'm just going to hover over for about 30 seconds to a minute, somewhere in this time frame, so that way I can expedite the drying process and I don't have to wait to tattoo. Like so. So here are the results. This is what I'm going to be working with, and this is what I am going to be tattooing. I'm very happy with these results. There's a lot of cool creative things that I can do with this tattoo right here. I do like the lineup and the way that it looks on the ear. Once I apply the tattoo with black, it's really going to stand out and pop, and it's going to give it that wow factor that I'm looking for. And as I mentioned, there's a lot of creativity within the T and the G, which is also something I'm in favor of. So for that reason, I decided to go with this placement right here. But you can kind of see the overall process isn't really set in stone, and there's really no like certain rules that you have to follow. More so go with what you feel is artistically correct. I think that's the best way to approach it, is to really use your artistic insight and your artistic expression and find out what fits that person and that part of the body for the specific request at hand. I do feel from a technical standpoint, this is the best way to approach it for this specific design right here. It will vary a little bit from design to design, request to request. For this one, I hope that you can take something from this video. If you have any questions, I encourage you to drop a comment down below, and I will do my absolute best to assist you in the best possible direction. That'll be it for this one. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and ring that bell for me, as I'm going to be bringing more videos like this for you all. I do also have social medias under the same name as my YouTube channel. I have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I would truly appreciate the support over there as well. If you enjoy my content and find my channel helpful, consider becoming a patron or sending over a super thanks, as I would greatly appreciate your support. With that being said, thank you for your time. I appreciate you tuning in. You have a great day.